It's the Love of the Game podcast. And we back. We're live. This is episode 13 of season 2, I think. Hey, we moving. Y'all gonna get like a 40 episode season 2, I think. Is where I think it's gonna be more than that. I don't know where we draw the line before we get to season 3. I mean, we prepare for the show, but we do some of this shit on the go. But we in here. As always, we promise there are no suckers in our circle. When you talk about Georgia basketball, you talking about us, man, at the end of the day. I'm gonna talk that shit for a little bit. But yeah. People already know what it is.
Corry Black.
People already know what it is. Hey man, we got announcements, dog. You know what I'm saying? We got announcements. Hey, number one, man, first and foremost, dog. Lock's way the only way back in the building, bro.
My guy Lock back.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh man. Hey man, I got a bone to pick with y'all, man.
What?
How y'all know about Mitchell Baker?
Hey man.
Hey,
come on now.
Hey, hold on. Man, that man Rufus McDuff won 3 or 4 championships down there, 3 straight.
Here we go.
You know, Jermaine Jones.
You listen to highlights. I knew about Mitchell Baker. These 2 transplants didn't know about Mitchell Baker.
Hey, but hold on, bro. Wait.
Look, listen. NBA player, Jermaine Jones, thriller from Camilla. Another thing, y'all know Al Pickens, University of Florida assistant coach, Mitchell Baker. We know Larry. They got Blackshear. They got Antonio Haynes, who's coach at Valdosta last year. So y'all need to put some respect on these names. Y'all just can't be throwing them out and don't know what you're talking about. Y'all got to do y'all research. Y'all can know better than that.
No, but hold on, bro. Hold up.
Y'all should know better than that. Y'all can't.
What I told them, Mitchell and Baker separated, so they didn't know that part. I'm gonna let Andre talk.
No, I'm just saying, like, the question was, where is it? I knew all that what you said. I still can't tell you where Camilla, Georgia is. I can't drive you there.
It ain't but like 2 or 3 roads, but it's on the map.
I can't drive. Hey man, that kid highlight so good, bro. I might show that kid highlight every day, man. and shout out to, I do want to say shout out to George. I feel like Georgia basketball over the last few weeks during this pandemic has really stood up, man. That kid's recruitment has taken off. Since we showed him on the show, we talking about got calls from VMI, Wichita State's been involved. Like everything, that kid stuff is blowing up, man. And it's because of Georgia basketball. It's not even necessarily because of this show. Like, you got guys like Coach Juke out there, see kid on the show, see a kid on the timeline, and then start passing his information along and making calls. Not because anybody wants to credit, but just because people in Georgia want to see these kids get on. Which is why it's so perfect that we have the man that we have on the show with us this week.
You see the shirt?
Mr. D Free, the guy that to me is one of the pillars in Georgia basketball, one of the guys that sets the tone when you talk about getting kids on for the sake of wanting to see kids get on, regardless of who takes the credit and who takes the shine. We got Corry Black in the building. My guy, what's good?
OG Black.
Man, appreciate y'all having me on, man. I really appreciate it, man. Before we get started, man, I really want to say thank y'all for doing this platform, man. It's really a blessing to a lot of people in this state, players, kids, parents. I just want to say thank y'all for doing everything that y'all do for this game.
No doubt. Hey, man, they out here. C Black is the GOAT, no doubt. 100%.
Already. Yes, sir.
100%. So, fellas, man, it's even though it's not a lot of basketball going on, it's a lot of basketball stuff going on, man. It's a lot of people who think that basketball isn't gonna be okay now that kids are deciding to step away from the NCAA and going towards another route of, hey, I've seen 3 kids announce, one former Georgia kid. Nobody, it's not a lot of people that know that Corry Walker is a Georgia kid. I don't care where you move him around the country. He a Georgia kid. But he decided that he's gonna forego his last year of high school and he's just gonna work out and prepare for the draft. There is a trainer that's
he was entering college. He did his senior year of high school already. He was a 2020 kid.
Oh, he was going. Okay, so he's gonna not forego his senior year. He's gonna forego his opportunity to go to college to prepare for the draft and train. Apparently, there's a trainer where they are mixing. They put together a program, and I'm gonna grab his name. I have it saved, but there's a trainer that is put together a program for the kid or for multiple kids, where they're going to train and prepare for the NBA draft. They have weight training, the skill training, but they're also going to do classwork of setting them up to understand marketing and things like that from a business standpoint as well to prepare for the draft. I feel like everybody on this show, we value that college education quite a bit, but this kind of ruffled the feathers of a lot of people who are pro college. I don't really see this as a problem, but I wanted to throw it out to you guys. What do we think? I mean, kids are finding ways to forego college or go around college. Do we think that that's an overall issue?
I don't necessarily think it's an issue, but I also don't know the details of Kyrie's deal. So it's kind of hard for me to speak on it. Like the other kids that decided to go to the G League route, they clearly told us how much they're getting paid. So why wouldn't you want to do that? I mean, why not? So I don't have a problem with that. But Kyrie's situation, I don't necessarily know what's all involved. So it's kind of hard for me to speak on it. He is a Georgia kid, like you said, though, which just goes to show a lot of kids are coming from here, Brandon, Boston, and a lot of dudes are moving around. They're still Georgia kids, but it's just kind of hard to speak on because we don't know all the details, I think. So, but at the end of the day, it's kind of hard to also, it's kind of hard to not get that college experience. You know what I'm saying? Like if he's just training and not necessarily having a deal that the G League guys have, it's kind of hard to forego college, that experience you're going to get. But, I guess it is what it is.
And I don't want to necessarily talk about Corry Walker's situation specifically. Yeah. I'm just more so saying the idea of it completely, right?
I mean, the idea to me makes sense.
The idea to say that, you know what, college isn't necessarily for me,
right?
Or this route, or college right now isn't necessarily for me. What I'm going to choose to do is to work on my career or try to perfect my craft to be a professional in my career, and I'll get to that at some other point. But do we feel like that overall is a
not for
everyone? But you better realize that those kids going to the G League, that's like 15 kids. Come on, man. Like we're talking about less than 1% of the kids that's trying to go play. So let's be serious with this now.
And that's more so my point, Hub. And that's why I don't think it's necessarily a big deal.
Nah,
I think every year we're talking about max 20 kids that between maybe the G League and between maybe other avenues overseas, maybe we get to a point where max it's 50 kids total.
I don't even think that many.
I don't think you're gonna get that many.
I'm thinking years down the road. If you look at how many go to this G League elite program versus how many will decide, you know what, I'm just gonna train. I'm gonna enter this other program where I'm just gonna train and better prepare myself, and counting the kids that may decide I'm gonna go overseas and play. Right? To me, 5 years from now, when it's more popular and it's vetted out, I think we're still maybe talking about 50 kids in the country total, maybe.
I mean, I think you'll have to see I think we'll have to see how it goes with Jalen Green and some of these other guys who are doing it now.
I agree.
And if it works, then you might get up to that. I don't know about 50. That seems like a lot. But I mean, we might see. I mean, that's like saying, the first or top ranked 50 kids in the country every year is gonna go to G League. That seems like a little much. But I mean, you never know. I think you just have to see how it works out with Jalen Green and some of these other guys and Melo and all them.
Well, what happened to the high jumping kid that went to Corps 4?
Well, we knew he wasn't gonna go to the NBA right away.
I think we did.
Dang, right?
No, come on.
I just asked what happened. I don't know what happened.
Like that. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, no, Bryce, you're right.
And I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying we knew that he wasn't prepared physically for what that league is, that the NBA league is. I mean, that's my standpoint. So for them to come out and say that he was going to go from Corps 4 to league anyway, to me was a little bit of like you put a lot on this kid already, and it's you got to see how it plays out. I mean, you dealing with grown men, so yeah, he can dunk, he can do all that stuff, but you still got to be strong enough and ready to play at that level.
I 100% agree.
Skill.
I'm with you, Bryce.
I don't gotta have skill set. Yep.
I don't think. I mean, I think for that kid, and I don't think that's a hater thing to say. I think Corps 4 would have said the same thing, that the NBA was a far-fetched goal. Now, with his athleticism,
athleticism is free.
Could it be possible coming into a situation to say, oh man, if you really train like a dog, if you really work your butt off, could it happen for you because you have,
so
this special gift?
I got a question for you there. Here's a question. Is his athleticism any different than Isaiah Miller at UNCG?
I think no, not necessarily.
Okay.
I think he's more like
it's effortless for him though, man. It's
not effortless for Isaiah Miller.
Effortless for Isaiah.
It is.
Manje, I've sat on the floor and seen that man take off from the free throw line, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah. And as we're thinking about Isaiah Miller, he declared for the draft, and I'm not a person who can say, oh, this is what his draft thing is saying. But if he has a knock, it will be part of his skill set. He needs to improve his shooting, just like Locke said. So anytime we start talking about kids, oh, he can play in the NBA, you better start looking at skill set, man. Skill set. CB, I want CB to he listened to this same IG Live that had Sam Mitchell on there that talked about everybody's in the analytics, and we're talking the other way now that talks about shooting. Everybody says, man, he can shoot the three. Okay, so when he's on that night in the NBA and the three's falling, bam, he's on the floor. When it ain't falling, what did he say he was going to be, CB?
Sitting on that bench.
There you go. So, and at that, you better be elite too.
Wouldn't you rather have Isaiah Miller, who's done 2 or 3 or maybe and at a UNCG who's played that level of competition, and then take him over somebody who's come out of prep school?
Definitely,
I mean,
yes, most definitely.
Yeah. So, not to say that it's not possible that you can't go out from prep school. I'm just saying that from his scenario, I didn't think he physically was ready anyway, just because he could do all the dunks and stuff. That doesn't mean anything at the next level, at the league level.
I think somebody put in there Isaiah's defense and athleticism, and what he's gained in his time at UNCG is what's putting him on the map. What he's got to show. Unfortunately, he's not going to get a chance to show it, which may hurt a lot of draft prospects right now, is they don't get a chance to get in, pre-draft workouts to show, okay, I've improved my shooting. I can do this. I can do this that wasn't shown in college. I mean, we just saw in the NFL draft, unfortunately, no HBCU products were chosen. And people say, well, that's the NFL is doing this.
I thought one got chosen in the second or third round.
Nah, that was from Lenore Ryan. That was from HBCU. But a lot of that comes from HBCUs that get a chance to do that big pro day they have. And by not having the athletes there, it hurt them.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen to Isaiah. Because, like you said, he averaged 2.7 steals. He averaged more steals. He has more steals in his career than turnovers.
Player of the year and defensive player of the year.
He's got some accolades that will help him.
I think so. I think he's going to be just fine.
He's gotten some highlights. He's been on SportsCenter numerous times. He's got some things that are working in his favor that might allow him to make a team. Whereas those HBCU kids, I mean, that's tough. And I mean, I kind of feel like if you're a scout anyway, you should be watching all parameters. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you never know we get even if there is no pro day. Like, to me, you should be watching that stuff. It's your job.
True.
But, I mean, I think Isaiah gonna be straight. I think Isaiah gonna be straight.
So y'all think he shouldn't come back for one more year?
Nah,
Out of there.
not even.
I think he might need to go back.
Out of there.
If his pick is low, if it's not high enough, then yeah, go back. But for me, why not go right now? If he gets picked in the second round, I would stay.
I just look at it from a basketball standpoint, right? If you're close to getting your degree and you just really want to get your degree, and it's not necessarily about the basketball. If you feel like you're gonna have that same opportunity, which he will next year if he comes back, then cool. But to me, from a pure basketball standpoint, you prove that you dominated at your level. You know what I mean? Like you're a conference player. Like what else could they do to do?
Another opportunity to play in the NCAA tournament. We got it. Like all these times we talking about money, but some dudes they want an opportunity to play and win, man. Like where does that go? Who still has that?
If that's his mindset, then and that's what I'm saying. That's
we're talking about increasing your draft stock,
right?
Using the tournament, then okay. But I mean, that's not that really. I mean, we're talking about trying to get into the league. So
and I think for him if you're saying as a competitor to have a chance to win, have a chance to be in the NCAA tournament and make a run, to me that's a pride thing, and I'm cool with that. Right? Like absolutely go back if you're really hungry for that. But I don't think that's gonna do a whole lot to his draft stock. I think they would have to make a.
Why not?
I think they would have to make a significant run.
They're gonna have to be Elite 8 for it to change his draft stock to me.
Why couldn't they be?
I'm not saying they can't be. I'm saying that's what he's betting on.
What if Sean Miller don't come back?
You mean Wes Miller?
Wes Miller. I don't know why I get
then that's
he probably.
I mean, you every situation you got half glass full, half glass empty. If he goes back and something bad happens, Wes Miller doesn't come back, the team's not as good, he gets injured, okay. Or he goes and stays in the draft and doesn't get drafted. You're playing with, depending on, are you going to bet with yourself now? You're going to bet on yourself later. Which one are you doing?
Yeah, I think it's more risk than reward for him, to me, at that point of going back, because he's so talented and because he was so dominant in his conference already. You know what I mean? But if he goes back, I'm with it. Like I'm 100% with it. I want to watch.
Trust the process. I know it's a saying that Bryce hears all the time, but I mean,
I know you don't know.
There's some kids that went back, and next thing you know, he wasn't on anybody's draft rack. He was a lottery pick. I'm just saying now.
How many kids stay for 4 years and get picked, bro?
How many kids go back and become a lottery pick?
They might go back for their second year.
Whatever year it is, I'm just saying. You can get better going back.
Nah, yeah, you can. I just feel like him. Wait, what more can he accomplish?
Work on his shooting, which is what the NBA is about right now.
True. I feel like if he had workouts and different things, I say don't come back, because he's going to show out in those workouts. He competes, he plays hard, he's athletic. But since we don't have these workout and combines,
there you go. There you go. It might be best to go back.
You guys are telling me that this dude has been on ESPN numerous times.
And he's not a first-round draft pick right now.
Y'all don't
look it up. He's not a first-round draft pick.
That's fine. He don't have to be first round, though. He could be second round.
You're not guaranteed any money if you're not first round.
I don't think he comes back and he's the first round pick.
If I'm a second-round pick, I don't think I'm coming back to college. I'm sorry. Like, I would have to grind my way through it.
All right, let me drop some knowledge on you. Let me drop some knowledge.
It's been real.
This is from the NBA by Isaiah Miller. Very solid player, has to shoot it better at a low at his level. Defense is terrible, so his percentage should be a lot higher. He averaged 17.8 points
Terrible.
on 17.3 shots. At that level, yeah, his shooting is. He said his shooting is terrible. That is among the worst in the country.
Who you reading? Who you reading?
Don't worry about what I'm reading. It's inside source.
Hey, he reading some draft nerd that ain't never played.
Oh, I got no. Hey man, pull up.
Look, if you go second round, I think you got to stay. I'm sorry.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I'm cool.
It depends. I don't know.
Talk about a lot of sources.
Hey, sources. Inside sources, man. Inside scoop. But yeah, they.
If you based off that, if you based off what you're saying and their sources, Locke, he not guaranteed the second round pick. If you listening to that,
yes, he's not at all.
Yeah.
Like at that level, he was playing his, like he said, his
facts. Kevin Tolbert, facts. High risk, high reward. Like I said, either way, you got to bet on yourself. Which way do you want to bet on yourself? You want to bet on yourself to get better with one more year of college? Or you gonna bet on yourself that that one of these dudes gonna take you and no pre-draft work?
I'm gonna ask this.
And bust a you know what, and he got a spot.
I'm gonna ask the.
You think? Hold on. You think it's that easy just because you go into a team and you bust a?
No,
they got guaranteed contracts. They gotta pay. They might not still put you on the team. Right? You gotta know the aspects of this league, man. They don't just put you on because you busted somebody's ass.
Come on, man. I'm just saying.
I'm telling you for real, Bryce. They don't do that. Kobe Simmons has been busting ass for the last 2 years in the G League. He still ain't made it up, bro.
I get it. I'm saying I still rather take that than go back to school for what? What else do I have to prove?
But what if he goes there and then they say, well, you know what? We already got 15 guaranteed contracts. You out of here, bro.
That's
now you bet yourself and you got what? You gonna go over? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. Now you scratching your chin, saying, "Well,
he's still getting paid." I mean,
no, you're not guaranteed that contract. What are you talking about?
He's gonna go overseas and make 6 figures. What you talking?
Why not wait a year? So why not wait a year to do that?
Huh?
You're going overseas to get the same thing. Your job is to make it to the NBA, right?
Your job is to get paid.
All right.
I think
y'all taking the NBA.
If you had 2 options, who y'all taking? Isaiah Miller, Ashton Haynes.
I'm taking Isaiah Miller. Well, it depends on what team I have. It depends on what team I have.
He's a bigger guard. He's 6'4". He probably can make a spot. He probably can make a team at some point.
It depends on what team I have.
I mean,
playing point guard the way Ashton plays point guard in the NBA, to me, is tougher than Isaiah Miller. If I'm looking at Isaiah Miller, I'm saying, can I turn him into a 3-and-D guy? We know right now in the NBA, Isaiah Miller can play defense at an elite level in the NBA right now today. That's his skill. Now, can you make a corner 3? Can I sit you in?
Neither one of them gonna make a corner 3, to be honest with you.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm an NBA team, right? You don't have to go to class. I can make you take 5,000 of these every single day.
Right.
And if that's what I need for my team to win, I need another 3-and-D, like a lockdown guy that can guard. You know what I mean? If I got my scoring in check, to me, it just depends on what I need as a team, whether I would take them. But to me, Isaiah could easily be a.
What you say, Black? You over there quiet?
You got to get paid. I'm with Bryce, man. You know the thing about it, Bryce made a good point about it. He in the second round. He projected second round right now, and most guys that stay 4 years don't get drafted. So if it is to get drafted,
is he projected second round, or we thinking he's second round? That's the key. Like,
I didn't do the research on it, so I can't speak on that. But if I know somebody in the second round, I feel like you kind of got to stay.
Here's the question that I'm gonna ask Huff. Right, the man dominated his league. Right now, we coming down to this.
What's his deficiency? What's his deficiency?
No, that's where I'm going.
Okay, you get better on your deficiency.
That's where I'm going. That's exactly where I'm going. Who do I trust to develop me as a shooter more? The NBA
It depends on which NBA team you're going to.
Or no, I'm talking about the whole process, right? I sign with an agent. I get whatever little money they're going to give me up front, or whatever networking connections they're going to give me up front, a trainer, or whatever time I'm going to spend preparing, and that whole going through that process, or the school that's had me for the last couple of years
that developed him from the jump.
Can they develop him as a
fair here?
Yet?
Be fair too. The dude was pretty good coming out of high school.
Nobody wanted him but Andre Morgan at UNCG. Let's be real.
Let's
be real. They really
No.
wanted him put the time in.
I think Andre the one that got it done.
That's what I'm saying.
But from a playing standpoint, the kid was good in high school.
So he's gotten better. He wasn't this good in high school.
Huff, here's the question that we asking, Huff. Can they develop him as a shooter?
Right.
What more? Why not? If they've done everything to get him to this point, why not? Because as a college coach, you're sitting down with every player and saying, here are your weaknesses, here's your deficiencies. All right, this is what we need to do to get you better. Shoot, I'm doing it in my program with players. Here's what you do well, here's what you don't do well. How can I get you to the next level? Why can't those guys do that at the college level?
That's exactly my point.
Coming out of high school, we knew he was very athletic. What my thing is,
nobody knew he was a point guard. What did they do? They made him a point guard.
100%.
So I mean, I'm finna give you facts now, bro. I'm not hating on anybody trying to get paid. I'm not. But here's what I'm saying: if I can go overseas next year or right now, it's gonna be the same money. But if I can get better to try to better my stock, if it's possible, then I'm gonna try to better my stock so I can get paid even better just 1 year later.
You think him and Jumper is gonna get him to the first round?
That's what the NBA is about, is shooting, man.
He got to be able to shoot.
I'm talking about him.
Yes, he's got to be. If he could shoot right now, we wouldn't be having this discussion. If he could shoot right now, we've been having this discussion.
But Huff, the question that I'm saying is who does he trust to develop it more?
I mean, I don't know.
Who has developed more jump shots, the NBA or college basketball?
It depends on who you ask.
Now, I was talking to a kid yesterday that is transferring. He's in the portal, and I asked him about the development at his program. I said, "Well, what did you do when y'all worked out? How did y'all work? What did it look like?" And he said, "Well, really, we did do workouts, and they work with me a lot, but it was more so just developing me to make the shots that come within our offense. It wasn't really my play overall development. It was more so about our system."
Well,
right?
I mean,
now, is he walking into a situation? And I don't know. I'm just having the conversation. I'm thinking about what may be going through Isaiah's head at this point, but I don't know. I don't even talk to that kid. Is he thinking? Is it going to be more about what helps the team win, more about my individual development to prepare for the NBA? Is it a mixture of both? Is there a best of both worlds in that situation?
I'm waiting till you finish so I can say what I need to say.
It is what makes Isaiah a higher draft pick, the same thing that makes them champions in their conference.
Yes. I got a question. Here's a question I have for you. Wouldn't him working on his shooting and being a better draft pick help UNCG? We ain't talking like he had Duke or Carolina. They got enough draft picks that go out of line. But if he had UNCG and they know that's what he needs to work on to become a high-level draft pick, why wouldn't they? Why wouldn't that help them get better? Let's be real about it. I'll take it even further. And I'm not going to name names. There's kids that go to high-level programs and they never work out with a college coach, one of the assistants.
Yeah.
Am I lying, CB? Am I lying? Top programs in the country. Now let's get that started. But at a mid-major, I guarantee you that ain't happening.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Locke, what's it from your?
Hey, hold on, no, say words, son. Say words. What? Did we just said that this guy's going high major that never work out with their college staff?
CB knows that I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
Kids, why are you committing and going there? Do we know that before we go?
Because they're not telling them that.
They don't tell you
they're
that.
Not telling them that. They don't realize until they get there.
Dang.
And that's not every high major program. Let's say that. But there are some out there.
Can you give us a conference?
No, I'm not saying nothing. I'm not jumping that.
Big Ten. We want a hint.
I know some programs. They on both coasts. They look.
What is happening?
25-year-olds.
Say that again, Locke.
I know a couple of programs like that.
I mean, now you got three people in here telling you the same thing. Mid majors don't do that. And I'm not saying it's every high major, but there are high majors out there. They may work out with the grad assistant or somebody, but they're not doing it with the head coach or the assistant coach.
Okay.
So again, I go back. It's gonna help UNCG because it's gonna help their program. So why wouldn't I try to get that kid back?
What pick was Kobe and Kaiser Gates? What pick were they?
Kaiser didn't get drafted. Kobe was second round. Can't remember the exact number.
Oh my God. Oh my God, bro. I'm sorry.
Cam Daly is on here vouching the same thing. He knows what we're talking about.
Oh my
Hey, Cam, you got like 5 shout outs left.
Cam just dropped it. Cam just dropped it.
He said Pac-12 DC.
Bro, so we have schools in the Pac-12
no workouts in?
And in the ACC where you are not working out with the staff. That is insane to me. You still bringing your own trainer in the ACC to get your work in, your development in, which I'm not against that, but daggone, that's crazy. Okay.
So all I'm saying is to go back. I'm not even trying to rail on those programs that they don't work out with. I'm just going back to him at UNCG. I think he would be in the gym getting better, and they would be helping him get better.
But hasn't he been in the gym working on this game for the last 3 years?
And his shot has improved. But now he's improved he had to work on being a point guard. That was the biggest thing when they got there. Can he be a PG? He's worked on that.
So he's
worked on decision making. So now, man, I wasn't even trying to drop all this.
Hey, listen, I want names after the show. Please jump in my DMs, bro. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all. Please jump in my DMs. I want names.
Does your sources state his shooting percentages from the field?
Well, I know he shot 53% from the free throw line.
Okay,
he sure did.
Yeah, okay. Well, then he need to stay his ass in college then.
No, don't change it up. Nah, bro.
When you start coming at me, I got facts. So I love Isaiah Miller, but I just think he needs another year.
Look, Bryce.
Huh?
He was 47% from the field goal line from 2-point, 23% from 3, and like Huff said, 53% from the free throw line.
I didn't have that information coming in. I'm assuming he's at least in the 35-40 range.
What you said? If you a scout, though, you can take go.
Oh, you thought he was in a 40 range? If he was in a 40 range, we having this discussion, right?
That's what I said. I didn't know what his shooting percentage was. I'm just saying, for the most part, if you in the second round, I would probably stay. I didn't know he shot 50% from the free throw line. I mean, I didn't know he shot 30% from the field. Like, I didn't know it was like that.
You know what, Mondre? Let's go back to this.
I'm just saying, if I get back in the second round and I shoot in the 40% range from the 3 and the 50 or 60 from the mid range, I'm staying.
If you're shooting 40% from 3, Bryce, you're not in the. I don't think you're in the second round unless that's all you can do. Kevin Huerter is considered a shooter, and he was a first round draft pick out of your school.
I know. What was his percentage from the 3?
I bet it was between 35 and 40.
That's what I'm saying. If I shot between that,
what I'm saying, you're not a second round pick unless you just can't do anything else.
Plenty of dudes who shoot in the 40% range.
Do you know how hard that is to shoot 40%, Bryce?
I know. I'm aware.
A dude told me if you can't shoot 70%, at least 70% from 3 in practice with nobody on you, that translates to 40% of the game when there's contested shots. How many dudes can shoot 70%? You might say, "Oh, everybody can do that." No, I don't know that.
Nobody can do that.
No, there's not. I don't say nobody.
There's not. All I'm saying is, if I shoot 40-some% from the 3 and I still am in the second round, I'm probably still staying. Not gonna go back. I didn't know he shot that low. Then yeah, clearly he need to work on that.
Hey man, I'm just saying, please air these dudes out that ain't training their kids. So number one, so I know they never get a man up kid, and then number two, I can make fun of them. I want to make fun of them.
D2 like that too.
If a man up kid has an offer from the Pac-12, you still not gonna send them there just because they not working out with the staff?
Hell no. Hell no.
That's not all Pac-12 though. That's not all Pac-12.
I mean, ultimately, I'm just going off of what.
Well, here let me address the question fairly. Number one, I ain't sending nobody nowhere. You gonna make your own decision, but you best believe if I know that I'm spilling the beans. I don't care if the kid got one Pac-12 offer from a school that don't train, and then the rest is D2. I'm telling him that they not working with you at this school, bro. So you better know a trainer in California.
Huh? Right, Mondre saying that now. Well, he want to put out their alumni list. He want that Pac-12 on there. I know y'all want that alumni.
I don't give
visit, and he wearing a jersey next to his son.
Hey, he don't care if he transfer. He gonna put that Pac-12. Wow. He gonna put that Pac-12 school for their alumni list.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. From somebody who has a former man up kid in the transfer portal right now. I called that kid up, got on his ass. We don't do that transfer shit. Why are you in the portal? What the hell's going on? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call head coach? Like, nah, we don't do all that, bro.
He ain't no man up kid. Then he ain't fucking with y'all.
Well, we ain't gonna talk. Hey, listen, we're not gonna.
He making moves without calling y'all. He ain't no man up kid.
Hey, we not gonna talk. We ain't gonna talk about how shoe teams come and snatch up independent kids, and then when they take them away and promise them bigger and better things, that they ain't necessarily always there for you when the lights go off. We gonna be there for you when the lights go off, dog.
So you say he went to a shoe team, and they not answering his calls?
Kid, hey, I ain't putting nobody business out in the street.
You wanted us to put the other stuff out. Now you hold it back.
Because all I'm saying now is that we are not just answering the phone. We are reaching out and saying, "Hey, bro, how can we help you? Hey. How can because we still see value in the kid, and that ain't necessarily how everybody may or may not feel about it."
Mondre, sometimes the kid got to leave, and I mean, there's different reasons. Sometimes the kid got to.
It happens. It happens. Go on out there. But every like we all know, every D1 program can't beat a D2 program. Every shoe team ain't better than an independent team. Every high major offer ain't the best offer.
We dropping it today, ain't we? Wow.
I'll answer that. I think I can touch that.
You better call us.
I think that the AAU coach or the high school coach has built a relationship with that kid and has helped them commit to that school at some point, probably make that decision. So along the way, if that kid has an issue and they decide that they need to transfer, they're probably going to call the person that they have built the relationship with, whether it's a dad or their coach who can help them get to another, destination. Now they don't have to call, but I think that's part of what it is. When if a kid has gotten offers and he's played on your team, high school or AAU, they're gonna have that relationship with you naturally because you help them get those offers.
Man, and number one, Sylvester, the main reason why he need to call me first before you think about is no, Sylvester, and that's where you got it wrong. You need to call me first. If I'm your AAU coach or if I'm your director, you need to call me first before you even think about transferring. Because number one, you're gonna get the truth serum from us. We don't want to go tell you the truth. Well, you need to stay right where the hell you at. They treating you fair. You just need to work. Like
if you're
the truth serum first.
If your AAU coach and your high school coach are treating you the right way, naturally, kid is gonna gravitate towards you and ask for guidance. Like
100%. We're gonna give you that true serum, dog. Like we ain't here to play. I know it's a lot of programs that's here for that foo shit. We ain't.
My boy Alfonso.
Yeah.
I think what everybody's saying is it goes back. I remember CY always saying, "Who has the juice?" Right? Who's in the circle? The people in the circle, whoever they may be. That circle could have been the trainer. That circle could be the AAU coach. The circle could be the high school coach. The circle could be the dad for all we know. Whoever's in the circle, whoever's in the circle probably has an impact on who that kid's gonna call and help make that move.
And sometimes calling the dad first is sometimes a move because let's spade a spade. Let's call it what it is. Sometimes dad has higher aspirations or has seen things from with the blinders on. That's not necessarily the case.
Sylvester, you realize that when they get in the transfer portal, they might not even told their parents first.
Yeah,
100%.
They don't even have to. They don't even have to tell the coach.
And Sylvester, I'm gonna kick it to you all the way real. And I'm not gonna knock parents because I am a parent. And I have a young basketball player that's out here. But in my son's case, if you don't call either your AAU team or your high school coach first, like, what's your parent gonna do? Unless they in this thing, what's mom gonna do? What's dad gonna do? Who he gonna call?
If I play for Corry Black, and I know Corry Black is connected to 200 college coaches, so when I decide to transfer, I know those college coaches are still reaching out to him. I gotta naturally go back to see Black and say, "Yo,
no, most definitely
move."
Well, Bryce,
let me know. I got to.
Let's even be honest. The college coach, when that kid gets in the transfer portal, is probably calling the colleges that's interested in him are calling the AAU coach and high school coach.
Correct.
To see what's going on.
100%.
Hey, so
and hey, princess, Uncle miss you too.
And I often think about it as a kid, if I were a kid and I in this situation too, would I be able to handle the ins and outs of a recruit, of being a recruit, or recruiting as a kid, and dealing with them? They can't. A lot of them cannot handle it on their own. Let's just be honest. It's a difficult thing to handle and understand how these adults are texting you and calling you, and if they're playing games, if they're serious, it's real. Let's just be honest. And if you have somebody that you trust who can help you out, why not?
Black, have you been called about kids in the transfer portal?
Yeah, I have. But the kids I deal with, I'm kind of like Dre. You thinking about transfer? Please do not call me. Tell your ass to stay.
Yeah,
I'm a D freak. You need to stay. Figure it out. Don't call me. Don't call your mama. Don't call your daddy. You do that. Don't call me. Now, if it's really, really serious, we can have a conversation, but do not call me first. I don't want that phone call. I'm gonna tell you to stay.
And I think that's where, to me, where Sylvester got it twisted.
I agree.
Is because AAU gets a bad rap just from a lot of BS. Man, Sylvester, there's a lot of us doing our real job, bro. Like we've been in contact with the school since the kid has been there, checking on the kid, making sure how things are going or whatever. So our first thing is, hey, we have this relationship here. We know that they're being fair to you because, number one, we've been to visit practice. We've been to your games. You know what I mean? We've been keeping in contact, bro. We're not just falling out the sky winning a like. Yeah,
and my thing is, like Andre said, we're following the kids all season. I'm not condoning or endorsing anybody transferring, leaving the situation, because I don't agree with that necessarily. But if you feel like that it's in your best interest and you've weighed your options over and over and over again, you got to. And I can't tell you not to. You know what I mean?
What are you transferring for?
Just
what are you that's for real. If somebody called me and said, Coach, I'm about to put my name in the transfer portal, I did. What are you transferring for? Because if you transferring because you didn't like that you didn't play, then go get better. Get in the gym.
I look at our kid. Our kid that went in there ended up with a coach that there's a new staff. So it wasn't the coach that he
and to me that's different. I mean, I don't know. That's different.
And that's what I'm saying. But still, the conversation was had of asking questions about, okay, well, what is it about the new staff that's not working? How are they treating you? This is what I'm hearing. What's been your experience? It's still never just taking at face value that we out. When you call the AAU coach or your high school coach, you calling them to get some game. And they should have some game to give you. We're not here to appease no kid, man. We're here to make sure that they go in the right direction.
Yeah, I'm not trying to. We're not. I don't think we're condoning a kid transferring by any means. But we're just saying that, like, if he does, and he calls, I mean, I might pick up the phone and help. Now it goes to a point that if the kid just doesn't listen, then yeah, he got to call his parents or something like that. Like, we can't help you out.
For sure. Coach, I want to ask this. Since you spent so much time, Coach, at the JUCO level, you dealt with this a lot of hey, I'm a kid. We playing JUCO. I'm kind of in the mix a little bit. Do I go and take this offer now? Do I stay, you know what I mean, for my second year and do another year at JUCO? How do you kind of walk kids through that process of, you know, do I take this or do I stay and try to keep building?
Yeah, I think it all go back to, you know, the what kind of situation they in at the JUCO. A lot of these junior college kids are paying to go to JUCO. So again, I'm a D3 guy. You have an opportunity to go to a 4-year university or college for a free education. Ride out, go get it. Because you know, my number one thing is to save your parents as much money as possible. And you have a good opportunity out there to get a free education. I always say go.
And it goes back. We were talking about Isaiah Miller earlier, going to the draft or stay at home. Who's to say at JUCO that if you stay, you're gonna get something better? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the mindset of a lot of kids that, if I stay and come back, tell me if I'm wrong, CB. Like, I can get something better than these offers I got right now.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I just think you just make the best decision for yourself to go out there and get the best opportunity that you can, especially if you're a JUCO freshman. If you're a JUCO freshman and you got 10 offers, what you coming back for?
Yeah.
And they could be all low major or mid major offers. But you think you're gonna come back and get a high major offer? You may, but go take that guaranteed scholarship that you got right there. Ride out and let's go.
Now I'm gonna ask y'all guys this: with if the rule changes, which I believe it's either being voted on now or maybe it's been clear.
They're gonna vote on May 20th.
May 20th. Okay, if the rule changes to make guys eligible immediately, do you guys think that that Division II kids are going to be there solely to prove that I can play my way into Division I? Our college coach is going to be highly recruiting at that level.
They're doing that right now.
They're doing that now.
I've heard it firsthand. I'm gonna go to this D2 and I'm gonna ball out, and then I'm gonna transfer up.
Yeah, they're doing that now.
Hey man, how does that?
There was a kid from Lincoln Memorial did that, right? Am I listening to the right?
Likely. Man, I feel like everything is just gonna become a breeding ground for the next level.
Yeah,
like or low, everything at low major. You're almost gonna be turning your roster over year. Everybody's gonna be AAU at this point.
So that brings a great point. So if you're gonna be turning your roster over every year, you're basically like a general manager in the NBA, or more importantly, you're like a JUCO coach.
We're turning college coaches. We're turning high major college coaches into JUCO coaches right now.
No, not so much high major, because theirs might not rotate as quickly as a low major.
They're gonna be poaching each other. You think?
They could, but even just think right now, even the sit-out rule or grand transfer, most of the higher major schools are poaching the lower major schools, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying if it turns over like this every single year, what's stopping a Duke from going to get a Kansas kid if your first year doesn't go so well?
You're right, but it's still, the percentages still won't be the same. That may be 25%. But 75% of them going to be going to get somebody at a lower level.
Yeah, they're going to get
the lower. In my opinion, you now have to understand this and realize that this can happen every year. And if I'm a low major school, maybe I need to consider hiring a JUCO coach.
You might need to hire somebody to know how to deal with that, because I mean, we can pretty much guarantee that it's going to be a lot of folks that don't know how to deal with that.
Like Radford lost their leading scorer to
George Washington on the show, same level.
My boy,
my man.
That press on putting that press on next year.
Oh boy, you ready to get Lock started, Coach Washington?
hey, now, coach, I'm gonna tell you this, G. George, when Locke say I'm putting that pressure on you, if you don't win, it's your fault. That ain't necessarily a good thing now, because it didn't work out so well. Now if he pick you, if he pick you in August to win, now shit, you all good then.
Yeah, you usually
you winning then.
Washington, we had this talk 3 years ago after the freshman recount. Hey, Mondre, you can't be dogging out shoe team. You know we got a shoe guy on the podcast.
Who?
Corry Black, a shoe guy. Corry Black.
Well, I mean,
hey, man, the only Nike team outside of Atlanta, man. Georgia
Blazers. You're doggone right. That's
respect on my name, man. Black, let him know. I talk about it.
Hey, Lock. I ain't gonna tell you what he said when he watched the scheme. I ain't gonna tell you what he said.
What I say? Oh, we go ahead and go live. What you say?
Hey, he said, "Man, I don't know what they're doing this for. This thing going on for many years now."
Hey, Black had some. Can I say?
Hey, you had some killers. You did have some killers, dog.
Hey, man, George Washington said you ain't never picked them.
I ain't pick them this year versus South Carolina.
hey, George. Well, I've been trying to tell you who love you, dog. It ain't Lock, dog. Lock don't care about y'all over Pepperbrook, dog. Come on, man. Hey, you need video. Hey, you need to make Lock pay next time he comes to the gym, dog. Don't let Lock in for free, dog. He ain't picking you.
Lock be talking about my face card. I use my face card. I use my face card to get it. How you get it? I use my face card.
Hey, Coach. So, but not only, man, I think this interview was needed because of your vast level of experience. Like, oh, Lock, you paying, dog.
I'm gonna do a throwback Thursday and drop a Pepperbrook video.
You've been successful, Coach, at AAU, JUCO, Division II, like every level to every stop where you've been, success has followed, man. And now you bring that to St. Anne Pacilli, and the 1% every day starts. Tell me something about your team, man, about that level of excellence and what that's like for young guys when you come in and take over a program.
Man, it's pretty rewarding and challenging. You know, I took it over when they had 2 points per game left on the team. We went the first year I got the job in October, 4 years ago. October is probably about 3 days before practice. Nobody in the country wanted that job, and I said, "Oh, I'll do it." We're gonna go 0-22. That's how many games they had scheduled. We went 0-22, and we was good with that because I said I'm gonna try to flip this thing and just try to build it up. So I had a vision of just develop. You know, it's pretty good to coach kids that when I first got there did not know how to play, so they listen to everything. Kind of like coaching girls basketball. Them jokers listen, and so we built it up. Went 0-22. Second year we built it up a little bit more. Went out there try to get a player or two, and won 5 games, increased it to 13. And this past year we got to 18 wins, and all that is back to their hard work, their commitment every day of just putting in the work every single day. They put in the work.
I see that, man.
One thing about Black, every morning, Black, besides Huff, Black be one of the first person to text me like at 6 o'clock. Cause we in the gym getting 1% better. He'll send me some highlight. I'm like, dude, I'm still asleep. I get on Facebook. He got in putting up shots. 6 o'clock in the morning every day.
Sleep is for suckers, Dre. Trying to get you up.
Hey man, I could definitely say you see it. I think the kids have bought in. You can see how they play. But But man, I want to say this, and I know you and Huff, man, y'all just some humble dudes, man. Y'all don't really, you know what I'm saying? We got to get you to talk that talk, CB. Everybody really ain't about that development life. Coach, we talk about them 6 a.m. sessions. Coach, that's you in there, man. You ain't got no student manager or no community coach out there in there. That's you in there running them sessions, dog.
That's true. That's true. And it's all good, man. It's my passion. I don't even look at it as work. It's a passion. I love the development. I love the kids that want to come to Pacelli and get better. Everybody can't get in Pacelli. It's one A private school in South Georgia. You got to have grades. You got to have high character. You don't have those, you cannot come. And so I get some kids that everybody don't want. I take those kids and I just try my best to develop.
No doubt. I think we're starting to get some great questions in. Like George said, great dudes to win, speak for itself. We got a great question. Let's go to Christopher. His question is, what was your mentality every day during the 0-22 year? That's a great question.
Oh, it was when I first got there, I brought the 1%, and it was just we can just get better every day. Just grind it out. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Just work. And like they say, Rome wasn't built overnight, but they worked on it every day. And that's all I want to do. Every game, we work on it. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just work on it. And I had a vision of where we at now, that it was going to be 5 wins the next 13, 18. Hopefully next year we can get over the hump with 20 wins. So you just have to stay grounded. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. And know what you got. I think some people, they want to hit quick. They want to hit quick. They want to, hey, we're going to win right now. Not with that roster. Not with that roster. You better have, what helped me the most, though, I wasn't out there. I didn't take the job trying to say I'm fit to win a state championship. I don't have no ego issues or none of that. I just want to come in the gym and help develop kids and make them better. I wasn't out there chasing state championships and all that. It was just about developing kids for me.
I got you coming out the first round, Black. Y'all coming out the first round.
hey, Locke. You said that if we do that, that's 1% better from this past year. So
that's right.
Good goal.
I thought your team was really good, though. Just think it was I think it was just a bad night in the state playoffs. That's all I thought.
Ooh, yeah, man, it wasn't no bad night. Kamani Young gave him Kamani Young gave him a 30-piece lemon pepper hat.
Yeah, but I watched that film though. He made some shots, man. But me and Black done talked about that game.
That's a good player, man. Kamani Young, man. I don't know how y'all feel about him, but yeah, how on my list?
Hey, that's my boy. Andre might not like him, but that's my boy. He was breaking you, key. Hey, I went. Hey,
Locke has been pushing him. Locke been pushing him.
Locke has been pushing that kid. I don't have personal feelings toward any kid. Locke, stop it.
I know. I called Locke when I thought we may play him. That's all he said. Say, Kamani Young. I went and saw some highlights. I said, "Oh Lord, have mercy."
I like him enough to know his name is Kamai.
Oh, yeah. Oh. I always hey.
So I think that's important though. Let's talk about some of the details with it. Like, we understand, the work that has to go in, but what are you saying to the guys during those 0-22 and 5-win seasons that keeps them believing in that process of being 1% better every day?
Yeah, it's positive. You gotta always be positive. You can never be negative with them. Just positive. I just breathe positive. You get down, you gotta pick them back up. If they have a little something really good is happening, y'all gotta understand now. We was really at the rock bottom. We went to Randolph Clay one night, y'all. Y'all would not believe this. I knew what was going to happen, so I scheduled the game at 2:00 on a Friday, and that final score was 63-5. And so a lot of coaches ain't gonna be able to go through that, but we did. So what do you tell your team when you just got bit 63-5? Guess what? Let's get on the bus where y'all want to eat at, and go eat. Guess what happens the next day? 6 a.m. We in the gym. Let's get better. It's over with. No big deal. And you just do that after 3-4 straight years. Now you start seeing some of the reward of it.
Hey man, I think that's huge, man. If you don't get rattled, then the team won't get rattled.
Yeah, you just gotta know what you got. You gotta know what you got.
Black been in some hostile games. Like, what's that game you went down to Tiff County and you played against the Tiff County private school at the McDonald's Invitation?
Yeah, Tiff area. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, we done came a long way, and it's just a mental game with them. Just gotta be strong with them. Gotta be positive with them, and just keep grinding it out.
Man, coach.
He said, "Did you play before the pet rally?" Come on, Fonz.
hey, Fonzo. I think I started that game. They were still in school.
Oh man, hey. So, coach, I want to give a chance to you to talk about a couple of your kids, man. I want to show a couple of highlights, show a couple of plays.
Are you showing Deuce?
Let us.
Are you showing Deuce?
Am I? Am I?
Hey, hold on.
Am I?
We speak on Deuce. When I was when Deuce was in the 9th grade, I told Black, I said, Black, he ain't got it now. But a couple of years from now, he's gonna be one of the best, one of the top 2021 in that mid-tier level. Remember that, Black? Every year I call you.
I do.
But Black tell him, no, man, he got to do this, Lock. He got to do that, Lock.
Yeah. Lock believed in him day one. Lock did. Lock had him at freshman. He came to freshman U camp, didn't he, Lock?
Him and Ian came.
Yeah, him and Ian. Yep.
Hey, Lock got that crystal ball, man. Lock got that crystal ball, man. He pull it out every now and then.
He like the weatherman, man. He projected the forecast.
Yeah,
once you go out the side of 285, your eye get a little bit better. When you see a lot more players.
Are you throwing shots, Lock?
I think Lock trying to say he got a little CY in his blood. I think that's what Lock trying to say.
Hey. Derrick Harris, freshman U kid. Yeah.
No doubt. We're gonna show some plays. Man, I got family in here. Hey nephew, what's good, bro? love you, nephew, man. Love you. I gotta say hi to him.
Wow. Cam, we got another word for him. We got another name for him. We'll keep that one on the low though.
He said he didn't invite me to the freshman U.
They got shots for you. Lock, you didn't invite him to freshman U, bro. They got shots for Lock.
Hey, I gotta get Cole. I gotta get Washington on the staff. He charged too much though. Our coaches got the same fee.
We looking at plays, man. I want to start. Of course, we're gonna talk about Deuce. We're gonna talk about Ian, but there's another kid that I want to show some love to, Coach. This kid is Keyshawn.
Yeah.
Keyshawn Fleetion. I'm gonna kill that kid's last name.
Fleetion.
Keyshawn Fleetion. I like this kid a lot, man. I want to show you guys this play real quick and let Coach Black talk about this kid a little bit. Keyshawn Fleetion 2021. My screen share game getting better, man. Stop doubting me.
You quick with it now.
Bang.
Yeah. Keyshawn pretty athletic, real humble kid too. Grinder.
Saw a bunch of highlights with him up on the rim, Coach.
Yeah, pretty athletic now. He can go get it. Shoots it pretty well.
And now we'll show Deuce.
Deuce.
Keyshawn's a good player. Really good player. He the glue to our team, actually.
This is Deuce Harper, man. Good shot, boy.
Man, I had Deuce on Atlanta Express his ninth grade year.
Give me it. Oh,
That was tough.
Hey, y'all better stop playing with bro.
Hey,
What year is he? What grade is he in?
2021.
2021, man.
22 long. He plays, coach. He plays to me almost like an old school game from an IQ standpoint, man. The kid makes plays all over the floor. What's it been like? His development.
Oh, it's been pretty smooth. Ninth grade, he didn't play a whole lot, and he came
Didn't
over.
Transfer.
Yeah, he came to me as a 10th grader, and just grinding it out. Just a crazy work ethic, and one of the most coachable kids I ever had. And he's just a gym rat. You know what I mean? He's at the gym 6 a.m., 7 p.m., 2 a.m. He's a grinder, and it's been good to see his development. He picked up a couple offers here lately. He got North Carolina A&T and Tennessee State and Columbus State yesterday offered him, but he just been working. He committed to the weight room this year. That has helped a lot too.
This kid finds guys open all over the floor, plays defense. I saw him down rebounding for you, coach.
Yeah, he's a good player. He rebounds it. Got to get a little stronger, get a little bit more meat on them bones, and I think he'll have it.
Got to get a little bit tougher.
There go the big boy.
Coach, man, you gonna put some alpha dog in him?
You can't make that. You gotta have that.
I know. I was waiting for you to say it. You got it, coach, or you don't.
Yeah, but he getting there though. He getting there. You know, staying in that weight room, getting stronger. I think more you got a better chance of getting that when your confidence will go up and you're stronger.
That's the thing about this team, coach. All your guys, we seeing a lot of the guys in these highlights. Of course, I mean we seeing a lot of Deuce in these highlights, but you see Big N in here in these highlights rebounding. You seeing Keyshawn in here. Do all of these guys come back next year?
We bring everybody back next year.
Oh man, Cole,
hey,
tough.
Hey, Huff, you want this smoke? You want this smoke?
Well.
I don't know.
I guess we'll drop it, Black. So you'll get that matchup at the Big South Shootout.
Oh.
Hey, who buying wings afterwards?
What'd you say, B? Huh?
Who buying wings?
The loser.
I love it.
Loser buying wings. I want a plate.
I need a lemon pepper. Hot.
Oh, okay, Lock.
Oh, snap.
Hey, that's one thing that I do respect, man. That's one thing that I do respect, that calling y'all, talking to y'all about scheduling for other events and other stuff. Man, y'all don't duck nothing. And I respect that.
Yeah. I got the schedule. We're gonna come to Atlanta a lot this year. I do understand that we gotta come to the A. So we're gonna play in TOC. I think we're going to Huff Deep South and the MLK.
Yep.
We're playing in Warner Robins Showcase with Kawasa Reeves. So we're gonna get out of Columbus and go up the road and might get our tail kicked, but at least we'll be seen. And that's what it's all about.
What changing his pick? Hey, we got hey, don't forget Lemon Street. We showing some love in Lemon Street.
Lemon Street. That's right.
Lemon Street. Big matchup in Marietta for sure.
We're gonna be in Atlanta as much as we can.
Definitely, man. I think that's gonna be great. It's gonna be incredible. Hey man, y'all want to talk about some kids real quick?
Let's get it. Let's
show some kids some love, man.
Bryce ain't ready. Bryce,
we still quarantined. She can't come over.
I stay ready. You know, I got some gems to drop, man. I stay ready.
That means he's ready to go first.
Man, go ahead, Bryce. Get it off.
I'll go first, man. I got a couple. Make sure I share. I'm trying to get as fast as Mondre with it.
5, 4.
No, you gonna make you put too much pressure on me now.
Man, at least your band was good.
Hey man, calm down.
Hey, can I say that I'm hating though because I feel like Bryce and Huff shape up game is man, y'all killing me, bro. I'm the only one look like I've been through a daggone quarantine.
Hey man, you act like you ain't been to college. You don't know how to shape up your beard, man.
Right.
Come on, man.
Hey, I didn't have. Hey, Huff, I didn't have facial hair, bro.
Oh, well. There you go.
We got you, Bryce. Go ahead, bro.
All right, bet. So I got taking it back to Johns Creek. I got this kid, Giovanni Brown, 6'7", wing. I like his game. Can knock down the three, plays above the rim.
Dang.
I think if he has a situation where he goes and has a live period, I think he blows up.
Who's recruiting him now? Nobody.
I don't know, to answer your question. Don't know. I just saw him over the year, and I just like this game so much. I'm like, man, this dude can get it done. And I really like him because he can play the three.
Oh, that's why we don't know about him. That's a scout focus camp.
Yeah, I just pulled this video up off his Twitter page or wherever it was. I don't know.
Look wild.
Man, do y'all go to scout focus camps?
No, I've never been to one.
A lot of people do, though, to be honest.
I can't say that I wouldn't.
I'm talking about kids do, but I'm talking about like media guys like Corry Black. Me.
Oh, no. I think the kid playing in the wrong spots, but that's a conversation for another day. But he can play. And my other one, I'm trying to, branch out a little bit. And so let me know if you can see this. Hold up. Let me try to share it again. I got to see. I might have start sending my stuff to Mondre for real, man.
Use the point guard, Bryce. Stop trying to do your own thing and bring the ball up the court.
No, Huff, Huff, don't tell him it's a point guard on here. No, don't tell him that, dog. Don't tell him.
Mondre don't pass the ball that well.
I told y'all, Mondre.
You put it right in my pocket, Mondre. I'm not complaining.
So can you check me out? All right, so I got this point guard 2020 kid. He DMs me often, so I'm just like, well, all right, I'll throw you on there. His name is Shakir Poteet, I think, somewhere in Florida. I'm not even sure where, but I watched his tape. He's solid.
Oh,
he's tough. He's a smaller guard. But I mean, from what I saw, like he can go. So again, like I haven't seen him personally. This is just off Twitter, and sometimes he sends me messages. So I'm like, well, why not? He unsigned. And I guess
said, yeah, he's in Orlando.
Orlando, yeah, yep.
He said he's a bucket.
No, that's a good pickup, Lock. I mean, that's a good pickup, Bryce. My bad. Can't be giving Lock your credit though.
So you see what I'm saying? You passing dimes out, assists out to other people. Wrong people. But
he ain't passed the ball to me in a minute.
He looks like he's tough though, man. He looks like he get it done for real. So I don't know who was involved with his recruitment. I really don't know, but seems like he can play. So those are my two. I'm gonna go ahead and pass it back to whoever's next.
Who going? Who won what?
All right, let's go. All right, start with my making kid, Howard High School, Colin Tarver.
I like
Colin Tarver. All right, hold on a second. Got him.
That's the high jumping kid.
Yes. Yeah. I have no idea why or what's going on with him or why he doesn't have anything.
Oh, he was at camp, right?
Yes, he was at your Making Dreams Come True camp. But kid is athletic. He can shoot it. He can score it.
Hey.
No, he's good.
Yeah.
Good.
I think he averaged over 20 this year.
Really
we
good.
played him. He's really good.
He getting up.
He should get some things.
Where is he at school again, Huff?
Howard High School in Macon.
I think he played with Team Georgia Magic too.
Yeah, he did.
Love a kid to play defense.
Yaka.
Give me that shit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I'm mad at this team. They should have turned up a little bit more. Good bucket, boy. That's tough.
I mean, he was making plays like that even down in Corey's camp.
If he ain't got nothing, call my boy Tribute.
I like that kid, man.
He good. Athletics.
You got to get on him.
Yeah.
Who you want next, up?
Let's go big fella. Let's go big fella. Shout out to you, Coach Tribute. I'm coming to you. Got your big fella on here now.
6'10", 6'9".
Yeah, Josh the 4.
Big Josh.
Yeah.
Where my man go?
I don't know why in the world this boy is outside.
I have no idea, Corey. No clue. I'm missing something.
Where'd it go? Here you go.
The band will.
George, which grades you talking about? Colin Tarver has like a 3.0.
Hey, don't play me. Don't play me like I'm up.
Big kid, go get it.
Whoa, you ain't signed yet. No.
I don't think he signed yet.
Unsigned.
No, man, I think, fam, you asked me about him. No.
He's unsigned right now, Lock.
I thought he was going to be signed after that first Chris Watkins jamboree. When we were at
the
Yep.
I agree. That's where that first highlight was from. He killed in that event, too.
Killed it.
Hook shot right there. I mean, everybody supposedly is looking for big, so I don't know. Like,
love a big guy that don't play big.
Yeah, he ain't stepping out to shoot no jumpers.
He's a qualifier, fully qualified too.
Man.
And what I like about him, he's a little ornery too. Like, he's a little ornery. Like, he got some nasty in him, which you
they go that hook shot. You be looking for Mondre.
Give me that shit, bro. Hey, I love block shots and assists. Give me that. Hey, he two-hand block, bro, shot, bro. Give me that shit. Hey, bro, I love blocks and assists on highlights, dog. I swear I do. Hey, yeah, George, make that call. That kid from Columbus, man.
I was at that game.
Oh, the kid from Columbus. Oh, yeah, he's 3.5, George. 3.5 student.
Give me. Yes, sir. Defending the rim. I love it, huh? Good pickup.
I mean, he's a big. What else do we need?
That's a 5-man. Everybody want that 5-man when it comes June.
You know any bigs?
That's the test right there.
Hey, you know what it is? No, go get the best available player you can get.
No doubt.
All right, last one. We're gonna take it to Shiloh. My guy Kim Rivers. He got a dude up there. Caleb Golden, 6'4", shooting guard.
I like this kid too.
Man, the kids we've been dropping these last couple of weeks.
They can sign a whole roster just off this show.
Yes. Whatever level you need, they can get it.
Facts.
Talking about guys that play high level basketball too.
You recruit from Shiloh, you know what you're gonna get.
Down the lane dunk at Newton. Come on, man.
And you know he's gonna play defense too.
Yeah.
Hey, he's playing with the face mask where he must have a broken nose. You know he
right. So he tough.
Yeah, you know he done been through some battles. Sheesh.
Played a good schedule too.
Ooh, nice form.
Watch
Give
this. Give me that.
Yeah, hey, I like him. Yeah, I like him. This is a good one. He tough.
Well, you can't get him for the Canes.
How you know what I can get?
Talk that talk. Talk that talk.
How you know?
Hey,
nice.
Hey, Coach Rivers players, man. If I'm a college coach, Shiloh is a school where I'm getting kids from.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want those type of kids on my team, bro.
Like Shiloh has kids on their JV team that are good, dog. Like
Facts. Real fact.
Does anybody know who this kid played with last AAU season? Just curious.
I do not know.
I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
That's
a tough kid.
Man,
I like that kid a lot.
That's my 3. You know, gave you a big, gave you a 2-man. You know, gave you another guard. Whatever you need, we can give you on the show, and Mondre gonna finish it out.
You know what I'm saying? No doubt, Stroud. Hey, he tough. Golden is tough for real. I'm gonna go with a South Georgia kid. This kid I actually saw for the first time at Sean's camp, and had to go talk to Locke about the kid because I didn't know he was like that. Locke be kind of modest, but
no. Yeah, who Black, y'all know he talking about Bam.
This is my kid.
Oh, Bam. Yeah, Bam, good player.
Shamir Wingfield over at Westover.
Yeah.
2021 kid.
I thought the rules were 2020. We dropping it down to 2021 now.
See, this is what happens. The point guard is dropping new stuff. What are you doing?
I need to get my South Georgia kids recruited.
We just trying to help kids get recruited, man. We talking about a kid that, come on,
Bam.
man. Come on, man. What are we talking about? This kid is a blur with the basketball. Sit down on you, play defense. I did slip into 2021, didn't I?
Yeah, man. You got us, man. You got us.
Derrick Harris was in 2021.
Derrick Harris was in 2021.
Man, come on, man.
Finish. And this kid can shoot it, man.
Robbie checking in.
I love this.
Hey, Robbie, always check. Hey,
size him up. Size him up.
Hey, man, Bryce.
Get to my spot. Pull up.
Bryce, Mondre got us looking out here stupid. People texting us and say, "Can you put me on, man? We only do it 2020 kids." Now you got me looking stupid out here.
Hey, this was
2020 kid. She over here 2021.
Hey, this was a special situation, guys. You know what I mean? So I did. I slipped in some 2021s on you. My bad, bro. But good ones though. Good ones that still hit gems in this thing when we really talk about it. Like, we still talking about guys that somebody should go get that they ain't went and got yet at all.
All these dudes we've talked about, somebody needs to go get. Like every single one of them dudes.
Facts.
Like, period.
That's facts, Bryce. Speaking of hidden gems, I want to show a
about your flower,
man.
A actual hidden gem. Give me.
Hey, can y'all do a favor for me?
Yep.
I need y'all to screen happy birthday to my friend Akira. It's her birthday right here.
Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Welcome to the Love of the Game podcast.
Thanks. You live. I'm gonna show a hoops hidden gem, man. Shout out to Big Day, man, finding some of these guys.
They got
PowerPoint. Yeah. Dave stepping it up, bro. Shout out to my boy, man. Dave got a kid. Wait till you see this, bro. This kid is a shooting guard. Hold on, let me pull up his stuff. Ray Daniels, a 6'6" shooting guard from Nevada that's at Central Point post-grad. 3.2 GPA. Still being under recruited at this point. And once you see these highlights, I have no idea why.
Y'all going y'all going to the okay.
Hey, bro.
Yeah, they doing us right. They
trying to be international. Let me get my bandwidth together.
You gotta reset the router.
Let me get my bandwidth together.
You pull up a PowerPoint, man. I'm gonna have to step my game up. Man.
Yeah. You got a PowerPoint on the kid.
NCSA.
We got to do it. Hey, man, watch this, bro. Watch this, bro. R.I.P.
Whoa.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Wait
a minute.
R.I.P.
What grade he in?
Whoa.
That's a
What grade he in?
here, right?
Yo, watch this. Ah.
Oh,
Hey, that's
He 21.
Hoops
That's a
Hidden Gym,
post
dog.
grad.
where is he from?
Grad.
That's
Central Point post grad in Orlando, Florida.
Yeah, they can't.
Watch it.
Whoa,
Hey, man.
wait a minute, man.
We can come out these Florida players. We gotta get him Robin on.
Hold on. How is this kid? No.
Yeah, that post grad.
What are we talking about?
What's the name of the post grad here?
Central Point.
Never heard
Central
of
Point.
To Orlando.
6'6",
From Orlando.
2 guard.
I've heard on it. Speaking of that, I've heard of it because the assistant coach was on Corry Black's networking session on Saturday.
Yeah, they came to the JUCO Jamboree at Lake Point too.
Hey, look at You're right. He did. Yeah,
He overpaid for the recruiting service. Yeah,
he definitely did.
Don't get us started on that.
Hey, young man.
Hey,
Ain't got to use the
pay me a quarter what he paid, and we get the job done.
Should have gave that money to my guy Hoops Hidden Gems, dog, or send it to Love of the Game. We got you.
Yes, Brad
Send it to Hoops Hidden Gem, dog.
He's tough. Sheesh.
Brad Trainer, yeah, he is the coach. Brad Trainer is the coach for this kid. I don't know how that kid is still available and on the board, but
NCSA.
he just need one weekend in Georgia. One weekend.
Yeah,
right.
He blow up on the radar, driving down the lane like that. It's a done deal.
Oh,
that is Ray Daniels.
Doing that on the ESPN court.
ESPN court. Sheesh.
That is Ray Daniels. ACB. When you get a kid like that, look like that at the JUCO Jam, man, you gotta tell me what court he was on. I was at the JUCO Jam, but CB had 11 courts full of talent, bro. I was spinning around in a circle. I didn't know who to go see.
Man, he have them loaded up at that doggone thing.
Hey, I honestly enjoy the JUCO events more than I do the ANU events.
Great basketball,
bro.
Good. Bro, that if you were standing around and watching that daggone that Shelton State and USC Salt game, bro.
Like, yeah, I remember that game.
Yeah. A lot of kids can't play in that game.
Facts.
A lot of kids can't play JUCO.
Shelton State game probably had 10 Division I players between them two teams. That has already signed. So that was a high level game we was watching that day, Dre.
Definitely was. And I agree. A whole lot of kids ain't playing in that game, bro.
A lot of kids playing that JUCO ball, yeah.
JUCO different.
Hey, Corey, did you think Rico was going to repeat?
I knew he had a good shot. Rico got that thing rolling. He got a good system. And he was at home, too, hosting it. So when I saw that they were hosting it, I knew it was going to be tough for anybody else to knock them off. At home, that's a tough place to play at.
Gotcha.
Yeah, man. This Georgia basketball is some serious basketball, period. But the love that you get shown in Georgia is just different. When you talk about C Black's event, like camp went down, the Making Dreams camp, and you had a lot of talent down there. They got some exposure. Coach, how do you or what's your thought process behind putting on all of these different events, man? Like,
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Coach. I just saw that you got your hands in so many different areas of the game.
Yeah, I just when I was coaching college basketball, that's the reason I got out, because I wanted to help more kids. And when I got back into high school, took that job, number one thing I told everybody at the school, even the GHSA, is that I ain't gonna start helping kids. I'm gonna continue to do my camps, I'm continue to do my jamborees, and if I got to start doing that, I ain't coaching. So my thing is just I want to be able to help as many kids as I can. That's my mindset from everywhere. Even if they play for me or they don't, I want to try to give many kids an opportunity to play at the next level because it's hard to play anywhere. Look at all these kids y'all showing on here every week. There ain't enough scholarships. That's what everybody got to realize. There ain't enough scholarships. There's more players than scholarships. So you got to go to the right places. You got to go to the right camps. You got to go to the right events where people still gonna help you and work for you.
No doubt.
Hey man, say that again. Say that again, Black. Go to the right events where people are going to help you.
Yeah. You can go to a camp and it's 200 people, and then you may never talk to the event organizer. What do you get out of it? Because you might go to that camp and you don't have a good day. Well, that was a waste. At least you go to another camp. You go to Sean Williams camp. You go to Chris Watkins camp. Go to my camp. You still can call me on my phone even after people come back years after down the road. Hey, coach, I played in your camp. Okay, well, I pick up the phone, but it's a lot of camps you can go out there to and go play in some events. Them folks not answering the phone. They done with you.
Yeah, Mondre, and I have a question because a lot of kids, especially now, are dealing with this situation with the coronavirus and what they should do. And maybe you guys can kind of, add some light onto it. If a kid has a prep school offer and he has a junior college offer, how does that kid determine should he go junior college or should he go to prep school?
That's a good question.
And I guess when you say a prep school offer, that's from
post grad,
and they're probably offering a free ride to that post grad. Because it all go back to dollars to me. If it don't, we're gonna look at the best financial package. In my eyes, if that JUCO is offering it's gonna cost me $3,000 to go this JUCO, but it's gonna cost me $10,000 to go to this
prep.
Depending on your situation, it's hard to tell. You could go to that. Now you could go pay that $10,000 at that post grad and go get a full scholarship a year from now, and you got your money back and more. Right. So it's all about your situation and if you can afford to do that. I think if you can afford to do it and you're really talented and you got a chance to get a deal, post grad is not a bad route. If you're going to the right ones, you got to go to the right post grads. Which is the right post grad? That's got to be research.
I think that's important too, man. Like I think a lot of kids take that for granted, Bryce. Like that they can just go post grad or do a post grad year or prep or whatever. They take that for granted. Like that ain't money,
right?
Like that doesn't cost. Like those post grads, some of them can be really expensive, man. You talking about $20,000, $30,000, yeah.
For me, I just feel like some kids are better off moving up and going to the junior college, versus some kids don't necessarily get they may not get something out of that post grad. If you go to junior college, you're already moving up that level, that ladder at least. You know what I mean? So I was just wondering if there was any thoughts on that, because I know a lot of kids are faced with that right now. Like, do I go junior college? Do I go prep? Do I take what I have? Type of deal.
When you evaluating junior college, CB, like what things are you really evaluating? Are you evaluating them the same way you would a NAIA or D2 offer or D1 offer, or are there different things with JUCOs that you're going to evaluate those offers a little bit differently when you're trying to pick the right JUCO, if you feel like that's the way you want to go?
You talking about if a kid is looking at which junior college to go to? How do you evaluate what's the best choice?
Correct.
I think it goes back to dollars. Which kind of situation do you got? What are you offering? Different levels to JUCO. We talk about high major, mid major, low major, Division I. It's the same with junior college. You got some junior colleges out there that you got to go pay a lot of money to play at. You got some there to give you a half, and you got some really good ones that give you full scholarships. So I think depending on your skill level, you'll decide. You'll see which one you fall into. But it's levels to junior college, and it's another thing people got to realize. Just because you best player on your team, best player in your county, best player in your region don't mean you good enough to play JUCO. You know, sometimes what a lot of kids got to understand, and parents and coaches, is that sometimes it's okay just being a good high school player. You could have just been a good high school player, and nothing's wrong with that.
Right.
I think sometimes we'll make the all region, we make the all state, we the best player in our city, and think that, oh, I'm good, I should be able to get something. Well, not really. Just because you're the best player don't mean you're gonna get a deal. Sometimes you're just a good high school player, and nothing's wrong with that.
Right.
For sure. Intramurals is fun, dog.
Hey, I love intramurals at Morehouse. I can't lie. I was good with it.
He's going to Central. He's from Block.
Oh, he's going to post grad next year.
Oh, he going. Woo.
What? He probably gonna blow up.
He might not make it to that post grad.
Yeah.
After that video, I don't think.
Hey, well, that wasn't my intention, but I guess it happened.
John Wall dunked there, like
that kid got something to him though. We got Dave in here. Let's see, Coach Black. Do D2 or D3?
Some of them do. Some of them do. Not sure exactly which schools do, but some of them offer partials. I don't know of any Division II that offer full scholarship, but they do offer some financial assistance.
Well, I didn't
know. Not all Division I JUCOs offer full scholarships either.
I didn't realize that there were different divisions in JUCO until just here recently, man. Talk about that a little bit, CB. How do they determine who's a D1 JUCO versus a D2 JUCO?
And name the Division I JUCOs and Division II JUCOs in Georgia.
Everybody's in Georgia is Division I now. They all together in Georgia.
So Southern Crescent Division I?
Southern Crescent is in the lead now.
They're in the lead? Okay.
Yeah, they're in the lead now. And Georgia Tech was Division II, but they don't have a program no more. But every junior college in the state of Georgia are all Division I. They all play in the.
Good to know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they all together now. It's just one league.
That's good stuff.
That's good. Yeah, that's really good.
How do they make that determination between a Division I JUCO or a Division II JUCO? Like, what's the difference when it comes to that? Is it a big deal or is it nothing really?
Nah, I don't think so. It's mostly in the South. They all Division I's. When you get out to the Midwest now, it's a couple of Division IIs out there. Not sure how they base it on, but like you can go to Chicago and go to a Division II JUCO. It don't matter. There's some players out there, so it's some good players at the Division II JUCO level in New York, Chicago. No, I don't know what it comes down to. It may be attendance, probably money. I bet it comes down to money at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm. Got a question from Coach Allen asking, do Division III JUCOs get looked at by four-year schools much?
If they're good enough. If the player good enough at a Division III, they could. In the upstate New York, it's a lot of Division III schools up there that they get looked at by 4 years.
Got you. So they're saying the kid's name. We announced the kid's name. The Ray Daniels kid. We announced his name. It looks like that Ryder is the biggest program that offered that kid.
That's a good program.
Good program. Mm-hmm. I think those offers are gonna go up though. I think it's So, guys, I think we're getting ready to wrap up the first round of this. Hey, Huff got his bandwidth back. Huff, good to see you, brother.
Hey, man, I was outside, man. I don't know what happened, man. I had to get back right.
Right throwing rocks again? Where you?
See, there you go, Bryce. There you go.
You throwing rocks at you, Huff?
Man, see, there y'all go, y'all. It's a Bocelli kid. It's a Bocelli kid coming up trying to take me out, man.
Oh man. hey, if it is one, it's my boy Ian.
Ian, my man.
Hey, man, that's who I like. We need to show People sleeping on Ian Matthews.
Yeah. Hey, Law, you know what Ian went out there and did? Made a 28 on that ACT, baby.
Big time.
For real?
Yo, that's what's up.
Hey, I like Ian. I don't like all the other stuff. I like Ian, man.
Yeah, Ian gonna be fine. He got a big year coming up.
Oh yeah, he already 1,000-point scorer, right?
Yeah, he got 1,000. Now we're trying to get 1,000 rebounds.
Yeah.
Oh, that's big time.
Big time.
Nobody talks about that. Nobody talk about 1,000 rebounds. We always talk about 1,000 points.
What is he at now?
I think like 600.
Oh yeah.
Hey, you never know. We're gonna try though.
Got to.
Man, Ian shooting 3, coach. You already know.
I coach that boy. I know he ain't.
Hey,
get the rebound. That's fine. Shoot 3 and get a rebound.
But hey, fellas, we gotta get ready to wrap up for today's show, man. Up next, this is just part 1 of our day, man, and we appreciate Coach Black for being on, dropping gems on us.
OG.
Appreciate y'all having me on.
We'll be back at 11:05 for the Last Dance reaction show. I wonder if the music is gonna be as good in parts 3 and 4 as it was in 1 and 2.
Right.
Are we gonna get some Public Enemy?
Hey man, y'all gonna get me in trouble, man. I just told y'all with that girl birthday.
Hey, Locke, if you ain't Locke, if you don't got your kitchen pass, dog, do what you gotta do.
She don't came in here, gave me this look like 4-5 times. Like, you told me 6:30.
Hey, if you ain't got your kitchen pass, Locke, do what you gotta do, bro. I ain't mad at you.
Nah, I'm gonna be on the left. I'm gonna be on there. I'm gonna try.
No, you ain't.
A review of the Bulls thing, man. Don't do that.
No,
it's over with for Locke, bro. Hey, you better start begging now.
Baby, please. Baby, please.
I told her, I said, this is my first show back, man. I got the
Don't want to hear none of that.
No doubt. Hey, what you cooking her for her birthday?
Oh, cool. Oh. What? I got a grill. You got a grill outside.
Okay. I mean, whatever. What you got going, man? You just gonna let me come over for the birthday and y'all not gonna have no food?
Social distancing, but social distancing, my guy.
Right. All right.
Hey, Bryce, you be acting crazy when you drink, so
I'm chilling.
Man, Bryce, who? Hey, Bryce, get a couple shots in him.
Hey man, we about to close this show.
We close out the show, don't we?
What this man talking about, man?
Welcome back, Locke. Welcome back, bro.
Hang up on this man.
My man. Hey man, that's our show for this week. Peace and love. I just want to shout out SUV TV. That's the platform. Go to the YouTube channel. Subscribe, like, turn your notifications on. Make sure you with us at 11:05 for the Last Dance. Lock in with us. Make sure if you're watching us on YouTube right now, like, follow, subscribe, turn your notifications on. All kind of great additional content from the Love of the Game crew. And we're gonna keep going. I got a request from someone with a very, very, very impressive list of accomplishments that wants to make their college announcement live on our show.
When?
Next Sunday. They would like to come on and make their announcement.
Is this a Georgia kid or out of town?
It is a Georgia kid. I want to start teasing it with $2.5 million worth of scholarship money that they have been awarded.
Girl or boy?
Hey, come on, Locke. Come on now. We're gonna talk offline, bro.
No. Are they 2020 or 2021?
I already know.
2020 kid with $2.5 million worth of scholarship money that has been awarded, and they would like to make their announcement, their college announcement, live on our show next Sunday.
That's dope.
Incredible.
That's big time, man. I ain't got nothing.
Incredible.
Let's do it.
Hey, we always tell kids.
Nobody else know.
Yeah, exactly.
What they do is you see how
Bobby Brown come back, and that's what happened.
Man, I didn't talk about that. He just knew.
Yeah, my boy Dre about the BDD, y'all.
Oh man.
Hey, we about to get Black on the team.
Hey,
Johnny Gill had a good album, man. What are y'all talking about? I can Johnny Gill.
Andre had about 10 speaking engagements lined up and interviews lined up, all by himself, solo deals.
Hey, something else.
Ralph Tresvant. Bobby Brown and Ralph Tresvant over here, man.
Something else might drop this week from me, man. Just keep watching.
Oh man.
Keep watching. I'm just gonna say I'm working, man. That's it, bro. I'm working, man. I'm trying to work. That's all.
Right, you see how they do it, man. And that's why, before we go, I keep you in line. CB, we keep them in line with the MCA of Georgia clinics, man. Golly, man.
Yeah. See how the
other. Let's announce that before we go, man. Let's wrap up. What's going on with MCA of Georgia?
MCA of Georgia Wednesday. We coming with you again. We got head coach of Murray State, Matt McMahon, who's going to speak. We've got Brian Gregory of South Florida, who's going to speak. And we've got Dennis Gates of Cleveland State, who's going to speak. So we got those three on Wednesday, a triple header for you on Wednesday, starting at 12 noon. And then on Thursday, our assistant coach Next Up series, we've got Tierra Rudd, assistant coach of William and Mary. We've got her. And then who am I missing on Thursday? CB, I'm missing one more. Marlon Gill of Ryder, assistant coach at Ryder, who's going to speak on Thursday. And then, as always, on Saturday, I'm telling you, if you're not involved with CB's networking event that he does at 2 p.m. on Saturdays, then you're missing out. It's a great way, AAU coaches, high school coaches, college coaches, to connect with people that you don't know. You want to know why your kid's not getting recruited? Maybe you don't know enough people. So get your network up. That's at 2 p.m. on Saturdays.
Coach, I had a call this Saturday at 2:00 with a college coach that I couldn't get out of, and me and Big Dave was on the phone crying, texting back and forth on the phone with a college coach, but texting back and forth, crying about missing your networking event, man. It's one of the best things that we got in Georgia, no lie.
Yeah, I like it. It's getting bigger and bigger too. I think we had a high about 60 coaches on it this past Saturday, so spread the word, man. Y'all welcome to get on there, man. It's all about connecting dots. Like Coach Huff said, high school coaches need to understand that college coach ain't gonna answer your email because he don't know you. No disrespect, he don't know you, so he ain't gonna reply. So connect those dots, build on relationships. You got a better chance of helping your kids.
Man, just like you said, he's humble. He won't tell you. He had people from Seattle, from Vegas, from California, from New York, from Texas to Kansas. We talking about all over this nation trying to help people connect the dots on Saturday mornings at 2 p.m., man.
Excellence with everything you touch, Coach. Excellence. And I need one of those shirts, man. The next time we go on air, I want to.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I got one. I don't know. I don't know how many 3X's see Corey gave me over the years. You gonna get one of mine? I see them every day. I said I can't. I'm about to use them as red because they so big.
Hey man,
I got you.
Lot be hating on the big boys, man. I need that 3X, Coach.
Shoot, I need that 3X. What are you talking about now?
I got we'll get a couple on.
But that's our show, man. I love you guys. To all of our listeners, man. Hey, man. Texas, we got something in the works for you guys. Florida, appreciate y'all for watching. California, all of our international listeners, love you guys. All of our SoundCloud listeners, we appreciate you guys. Continue to rock with us, man. On all platforms, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, however we going out, man. Keep rocking with us, man. We appreciate you. Love you guys. Love the Game Podcast. We out.
11:05.
11:05, baby.